Foley. Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? A little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're going to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. She's over there at the Wawa.
Okay.
Getting a couple scratchers. Coming back to the house with an Arizona iced tea.
Okay.
Yeah, she's having a quiet day. I don't know what to tell you.
Right,
My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman. He is the Prince of Park Avenue, but always the king of the boards, baby. Give it up for KJ. Kevin James Ryan.
Hey, gang. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are
True to roof.
cooking. And then the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com. You can sign up there. Join the fucking army of garbage. We appreciate you.
Sweet Lord. We love that money. How about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire? The Magic Man makes us all look good. He crosses the T's and dots the I's. He works the ones and twos. Give it up for T-Bone McMuffin. Toby McMullen, everybody.
What's up, dudes?
What's up, T-Bone?
Dude, ziggy, zaggy, ziggy, zaggy, oi, oi, oi. We got a motherfucking legend in the crew. Let's
Great.
go.
Got a hot one, baby.
Gang, the long hair ain't lying. We couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a legendary comedian, actor, broadcaster, and now author. You've seen him in, but not limited to. Get ready for this.
It's a rap sheet on
Put
him.
a cup of coffee on. Jesus Christ. You've seen him Down to You, Mad TV, Frank McCluskey, CI, Son of the Beach, Windy City Heat, The Bernie Mac Show, Wasted, Family Guy, The Hammer, which he also co-wrote and starred in. Fantastic movie. Drawn Together, you got the Sarah Silverman program, Wizards of Waverly Place, Still Waiting, Wreck-It Ralph, Crank Yankers, Politically Incorrect, Hollywood Squares, Loveline, Win Ben Stein's Money, Hannity,
Guy's a
Dennis
worker.
Miller Live, Dawson's Creek, fucking hung out at the creek, Jesus Christ, Howard Stern, Craig Kilborn, David Letterman, Oprah, ever heard of her? Live with Kelly and Ryan, Dancing with the Stars, Jay Leno, The Soup, WTF, Rachel Ray, The Apprentice, The Tonight Show, The Joe Rogan Experience, Hot Ones, Hell's Kitchen, Gutfeld, and of course, you can hear him every week on The Adam and Drew Show, The Adam Carolla Show, and Unreasonable Doubt, and he is the proud author of the brand new book, which you can get at adamcarolla.com, entitled Everything Reminds Me of Something, Advice, Answers, but no apologies. But the big question in everybody's mind today, is he garbage? I think he's mad at us, to be honest with you. Give it up for Adam Carolla, everybody.
Adam.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, what do you mean, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you. Give us the backstory. What's the origin story of Adam Carolla?
I grew up in North Hollywood, California, which is
Okay.
just basically, suburb of Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley. Grew up sort of poor, essentially.
Okay.
I mean, my mom was food stamps and welfare. My dad worked as a substitute school teacher, lived in a little one-bedroom, one-bathroom house. It was my grandmother's. She bought it for rental property, but
Okay.
I do want to say this. If you're, and I don't know if you guys are parents, but I will say this.
I'm not, no.
If you're thinking about buying a second house as a rental property, but then you wreck your daughter, she's going to live in it for free.
Yeah.
So
You're going to lose out on some income
the
there.
business model is don't have kids and buy a second rental, or do have kids and nurture them and buy a second. But
Save the
do
money.
not ruin your daughter. She will squat there for the rest of your natural life with her loser family. And you will get zero in rent, and she will resent you.
Sure.
Holy shit. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have one sister that's 1 year older.
1 year older. Okay. And what?
And the parents were together the whole time?
No, they were together until I was about 8
Okay.
or so, and then they just they didn't divorce. They just moved apart because they didn't have belongings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just leave kind of
when
easy.
you get divorced and there's nothing to argue over, it's like, that's my throw pillow.
Yeah, I'm taking this toaster, goddammit.
Yeah, that's
You can leave, but leave the hubcaps.
Yeah, if there's nothing to whack up,
Chop
you
up,
just move out.
Sure.
That's what they did.
That's a very old school thing too. Getting separated but never getting divorced.
Yeah, there wasn't. They both got remarried later on in life, but initially it would have been some filings or court.
Sure.
It would have
Sure.
been cost someone $18 to file it or
Yeah.
something,
Gotta get
and
that
it
shit notarized.
wasn't worth it. They didn't have anything.
Very nice. So nobody lives there now, right?
Well, my mom, that house was sold and then demolished.
Okay.
So the land was worth more than the house, even though it's in the middle of North Hollywood, like Studio City, Valley Village. There's not too many teardowns there, but this was a teardown.
Okay.
And then she moved into her mom's primary house after her mom died. So not only did she live in her rental property,
got the
but
main
then
house.
she waited for her to die, and then she moved into the main house. It's still 1 bedroom, 1 bath, so there wasn't that big of a main
Kind of a lateral move.
part. But yeah, she's been living in Mama's houses.
Very nice. What was the name of the street that the original house was on?
Houston with a U, Huston.
Okay.
North Hollywood.
Not too bad.
Any pets or anything growing up?
We had a cat that just sort of let itself in, like kind of a stray cat, you know.
Sounds about right.
Just showed up one day?
Well, we had one wall mount air conditioner because the house was like 100 years old, so we didn't have central heat or air. But we had the one wall mount, which was in the den where the one TV was, and it had the window mount, the kind you stuff in the window.
Sure.
And then because, you know, not all windows are the same width, they have this weird accordion thing on
To
the
stop
side.
the
You
air.
pull
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
you'd
yeah.
suck it off. And so we pull the accordion out, but eventually the plastic gets old and weathered, and it
course.
heat cycles a few times. Eventually, one of the pieces of
The wind,
plastic
falls
accordion
out.
blew out, so then there was just daylight. So my mom took a jean leg, a leg from a cut-off jeans, you know,
Okay.
because, you know, that's still good denim. Why put that in the landfill? There's 18 cents worth of denim. And
Sure.
she took 2 push pins and she put it up in the gap where the
Wow.
accordion was. And then at some point, a cat showed up, and that was Norman the cat, and he just hung out. And that was sort of his doggy door. He just
He would
come in,
and out.
hang out, you know, and then go back out through the flap again.
You guys would feed him, I assume?
Yeah, he just became our cat.
Dude, that's fucking wild.
Jeez.
What was the name of the grocery store that you went to growing up?
Well, there was Lucky's, which was the cheap one, and then there was Gelson's, which was the nice one.
Gelson's
you know,
is
and
classy.
so Lucky's we would go to shop, but Gelson's I would go to because they had a deli counter in the back.
Yeah.
You know, and you didn't have to pay until you got to the front.
Oh, boy.
And so I would go there,
He's in the back making a
and
sandwich.
they had whole turkey legs.
oh, shit.
Big old whole drumstick turkey legs, and I'd get one of those, and then they put it in the foil bag and stuff, and then I'd wander around for what I thought was a sufficient amount of time, and then I'd just kind of stroll, in through the outdoor kind of thing, and then just go eat the turkey leg. So
Like you're at medieval
I
times.
know, that's wild.
yeah, minus
you-
the tournament, or maybe the tournament was me evading the police.
That
I don't
that
know.
was the show that day.
So
Yeah,
you'd shop
get
at
in the way.
Lucky's and you'd steal at Gelson's. Pretty much.
He's a
Yeah,
gentleman.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
I respect
He's not
that.
going to steal cheap shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gelson's was more expensive, and that was a higher end place, but you couldn't really shop there.
And where do you food shop now?
I guess when I do, it's like Trader Joe's or something like that.
And you live out in LA now?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
On the coast.
We'll get to that a little bit. I like to see that.
Growing up, would you drink milk with dinner?
No, I didn't like milk when I was a kid, so we didn't drink milk with dinner. I don't think we drank anything with dinner. We just drank.
Stared at the
We
wall.
ate some humble pie, washed it down with some tap water.
Cup
Or
of
maybe
coffee, whatever.
sometimes we'd break it up and eat crow.
Yeah.
Just whatever negativity there was to eat.
What? Was your mom a good cook?
No.
No.
Well, I don't know. She never cooked.
She could have been great. Yeah.
Could have
who
been a
knows?
Michelin-rated chef for all we know. Nobody knew.
What would be a typical dinner? What would she make?
Well, my mom was kind of into hippy-dippy kind of health food times, 70s and all.
Okay.
And so she wasn't down with red meat or all that. So
Sure.
she would make like a lentil soup that had, like a meatless lentil soup, or something weird. And then at a certain point, we just transitioned to TV dinners because, it was too
Man.
much. The food was so shitty tasting, and nobody liked it, and no one wanted to eat lentil at any age, really. But especially at 14 or 9
it's
or 11,
It's not fun.
It's not. There's no lentil sandwich. There's no lentil casserole. It's bad stuff. So at some point, I guess she would just buy TV dinners. We just do TV dinners mainly.
All right.
What would you do on Thanksgiving and stuff?
Thanksgiving, we'd go to my grandparents' house, who would do up something
throw
for
down.
Thanksgiving and or later on maybe just go out somewhere.
To a restaurant or something.
Yeah, like my grandparents were like sort of normal, and I guess we'd go out to like.
Did they do
sort-
okay? Did they do somewhat well? Your grandparents, I mean, if they had a rental property, theoretically.
Well, they did. They had one rental that they bought for $10,000 in like 1952. That's the one we grew up in.
Gotcha.
And then they had their house, which is another like $12,000 purchase from like 49 or something. So they bought these two. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no central air, no central heat, 900 square foot kind of valley boxes. But my grandmother worked for the VA full time. So she had a job, it was a VA job, it was a government job.
Good bennies.
Yeah. And my grandfather, who was my step grandfather, not my biological grandfather, this is on my mom's side. He was a retired writer. So he wrote, his eyesight got bad, and he sort of became a stay-at-home husband.
Okay.
She went to she became the breadwinner. She went out and earned the money. He stayed home and just sort of cooked and cleaned.
Okay.
And then my dad's side, his parents were from Philly, and his mom was old. His dad died when he was young. They didn't have any money. So, no, there was no.
Did you see your dad
no
a lot
money.
growing up?
Yeah, we split in between my dad's place and my mom's place. My dad got a 1-bedroom apartment just in North Hollywood, this a couple miles away.
You guys are really into the 1-bedrooms
Yeah,
out
I
there,
know.
huh? Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
know. And he was so.
I hope your house now has 1,000 bedrooms, just despite all the missing bedrooms.
I have my present wrapping room.
Good. You deserve it.
He didn't have any money when they broke up, so he moved in and lived in a large closet in my grandparents' house because he didn't have money. That was the woman.
And he moved into a shoe
The
for a
woman
long
he
time.
left. He moved into her parents' house with them, essentially.
Okay.
In his 40s. You know what I mean? So he didn't have money, and then he saved some money and he got an apartment, and that's where. So then she had the one small house, he had the one small apartment, and just sort of go back and forth.
back and forth.
Yeah.
His place on the weekends?
It wasn't, it's not like people were fighting over us. It was if there was a fight, it'd be like, I've had him 2 days in a row. Why can't you take him? Why do I have to do another pot of lentil stew?
Get this goddamn cat out of here.
Yeah, we'd kind of catch can, maybe, I don't know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday over at the thing. And they didn't need their weekends. They weren't up to anything.
They weren't out
any
partying
fun.
or anything.
No.
And how were you in school? Did you do good in school?
No, I didn't do well. I didn't learn to read or write, early in my whatever those formative years are.
What's early? What are we talking about here?
Whenever you're supposed to, whatever that is.
When did you learn to read?
No. Oh, when?
Yeah.
Ostensibly when I got into show business. Like,
Really?
yeah.
What are you, Sling Blade? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we had
Now
them
you wrote a
French
book?
fries.
The fuck? You're writing books?
Yeah. It's
That's
quite
fucking crazy.
Well, I went, I missed out on traditional school from 0 to about the 5th grade is when I entered like a conventional
Is this
public
because the mom
school.
was hippie-ish?
Yeah, my mom was hippie-ish.
Okay.
And so it was kind of a hang back, free to be you and me, kind of communal, like went to school in the house.
I would have never pegged you for any of this.
Did
Yeah.
nothing. Well, my dad was from Philly and,
We're
sort of
idiots, yeah.
straight, normal or whatever. My mom was kind of California hippie.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ended up in this community school, like, it's just someone's house in Silver Lake. And we just threw dirt clods and made stuff out of clay. There was no learning. There was no books. There's no anything.
curriculum,
And then,
yeah.
then at some point that just kind of all dried up. And I ended up just going across the street to Colfax Elementary. It was just a regular
Your mom put you
elementary
in school.
Yeah. She put me in the one I could walk to,
Okay.
And so I entered in the 5th grade and I didn't know anything, you know, I was like Crocodile Dundee walking through Manhattan. I didn't know. I mean it. Like the you know, the bell would ring and people would start moving. I'd be like, "Is there a fire?" And they'd be like, "No, that's the bell."
When can we make stuff out of clay?
And then the kid, like I remember a kid just looking at me because the bell was ringing, and I was just like looking around, going, "What is the significance of this
This
bell?"
means something.
You know?
I got to figure it out.
And he started walking, and he said, "You're going to be tardy." And I said, "What the fuck's tardy mean? I don't know what that word is. No one uses tardy outside of school,
being late for
right?"
school,
and I was
yeah.
like, "I've never heard tardy." He could have said late. I
Yeah,
probably
most
would've got
normal. That kid was
but-
a fucking nerd. I'll tell you that right now. Don't
So
listen to him.
I just kind of like showed up, and I couldn't read or write, and I was just kind of, you know, so I just kind of sat in the back of the class and just kind of kept my head
Hung
down,
out,
you
yeah.
know, and that was it for me. Like I just couldn't do any of the work. But I pretended to read, you know, like if somebody, you know, if somebody showed me a funny note or something like that and said, "Look at this," I'd look at it for the amount of time I thought a person would take
2,
to read
3,
it, and then I'd
4.
go, "Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good one."
That's like lying about seeing a movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I needed glasses because I would have broke them, shoved them in my pocket, and went, sorry,
Yes.
man. But I just kind of faked my way, you know, through it.
That's amazing.
That's fucking why you couldn't read in fifth
No,
grade.
I couldn't read. Well, and that carried into 6th, 7th. You know, it just kept going. You don't stop at 5th. It's not like that guy was a racist in the 5th grade. Like, no.
And he grew up.
He
Yeah.
kept it going.
So what were the SATs like? Did you take them?
No.
Yeah, no.
No, that would have been.
Did you graduate high school?
Yeah, I graduated on. I found out the
amazing.
last day that I graduated. I had to pass. I failed biology and I failed driver's ed. Those.
Yeah, you couldn't read. What the fuck?
No,
Of
I
course.
know it was a disaster. But I actually the day before
The goddamn
graduation,
American dream, this fucking
I
guy.
took I got a D in my Spanish, you know, final or whatever. Just cheated off of somebody, and
There you go.
they let me participate, but I never got my diploma because I owed the book room money for a book.
The
and
book,
they
so
were
they
like,
withheld in it. Yeah.
yeah, they're like, you're not
I
getting
can't even
this
read it anyway. Jerk off.
until
keep
you
it.
pay. You know, it was like $18.95 for We the People, and I was like, no way,
Yeah.
no
Will you
way.
take a turkey
I don't
leg?
have $20 laying around, and I know I'm not going to need this piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
this piece of parchment, and I never did. I technically graduated. I never got my diploma, and I just walked basically on a construction site.
Yeah.
That was it.
Were
So
you
that-
drinking and what was the social life like in?
High school.
Was that hindered in high school and junior high due to the?
I was a jock, and I was good at
Okay.
football. I was good at baseball.
That's
so
right. Dr. Drew
I-
said you were making fun of him.
I kind of had that going for me. I wasn't really much of a partier. I wasn't a troublemaker. I was just kind of kept my head down, played football,
Okay.
liked sports.
What
sort of was
position?
good at something. I played linebacker and in guard as well
Not
on
bad.
the offensive side, and I was good. Like I got all Valley and I
There you
got
go.
some scholarships, but I couldn't read. So I was like, I could have maybe
Even,
gone
even
somewhere.
Alabama wouldn't take it.
I was not being recruited by Alabama. I was, UC Davis or
Yeah.
Cal Poly Pomona, places like
Holy
that.
shit.
That's wild, man. What was the-
Marshall, actually.
Really?
There you go.
That was, yeah, but that was, a short period of time after the plane crash, and
They
the
were like-
entire team
they
was
needed
decimated.
bodies, yeah.
They needed human beings.
We just got cleaned out.
Yeah,
Get that Corolla kid.
Yeah, that was probably. I didn't know it at the time, but I was like, Marshall's a decent program. What are they doing?
I've seen him in the news, I think.
Yeah.
Gang, we're brought to you by AdamandEve.com. Kippy, like to experiment in the bedroom with a couple of toys?
Let's get freaky.
Yeah, ain't talking about no G.I. Joes either.
Nope.
I bring those puppies, and that's my closer
Anal
right there.
beads, butt plugs. Don't tell my wife. Guys, go to adamandeve.com.
Do yourself a favor, gang. Whether you're spending time by yourself, having a good time, or you got a partner in the room, or a couple, whatever you're into, it's 2022. Let's have a little fucking fun here.
A little bit of hanky-panky.
That's what I'm talking about. Pick yourself up some products over there at Adam and Eve. What is it? 50% off? What the fuck?
Plus free shipping with code GARBAGE. AdamandEve.com, 50% off. Plus free shipping with promo code GARBAGE. You need a penis pump? It's that time of the year. You know what I mean?
Do.
I got one on me. It's not my bag, baby.
I need the works.
Blow up dolls that won't blow up your wallet.
There you
How
go.
about that, huh?
What, are you going to take it to dinner?
That's just going to happen when you die. I'm going to replace you with a blow up doll. Wet my beak a little bit.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Finally get to make love to you. Just use promo code GARBAGE at checkout. You get 50% off and free shipping. We said it once. We said it 1,000 times. All packages are discreet. Aunt Tootie won't be finding out about this one. Ooh-wee.
She gets her own deliveries.
Oh, yeah. Not only will you save money on gas, movies, date night out, Adam and Eve will continue to save money and deliver tons of fun. Go to adamandeve.com, select any one item, use promo code GARBAGE. This is an exclusive offer for our listeners. Make sure you use promo code GARBAGE. Do it.
Do it. Kip, let's talk about Butcher Box.
Butcher Box.
Come on. You know them. You love
Butcher
them.
Box.
What do you like doing? You like going to the grocery store and getting a bunch of chicken pumped full with antibiotics, huh? You like a little D-ball in your fucking chicken breast? Or do you like free range, wild caught, grass fed, grass finished, fantastic product, meat, shipped right to your door? You throw it in the freezer. When you're ready to start grilling, take it out, frost it, slap it on there, boom.
It's grilling season, baby. Don't look like a bozo out there. Make sure
Bozo.
you got the best shit on the market. That's
Top
100%
shelf.
grass-fed, free-range, organic chicken, wild-caught seafood.
Wild caught. Get
No
that wild
antibiotics,
caught.
no hormones. Packed fresh, sent right to your door. Delicious, 100%, all the time, grass-fed. Unbeatable value, less than $6 per meal. Like we've said 100 times, the good folks over there at Butcher Box sent it to us. My fridge is still full.
Packed.
I use it. Me and the lady just pulled out some steaks the other day, and I made them on a cast iron pan with the butter and the garlic and the rosemary.
Not too shabby.
Machi.
What's the turkey? What are they giving away this month? A whole bull? Something crazy like that?
Why would you ask something so stupid when you know it's free bacon for life of the
Jesus.
life of your membership plus $10 off? Get summer sizzling
Free
started with this
bacon.
special offer from Butcher Box. For our listeners, sign up today at butcherbox.com/AYG. Use code AYG to get one pack of free bacon in every box for the life of your membership plus $10 off your first order. That's butcherbox.com/AYG. Use code AYG to claim this deal. Do it. What was the first concert you went to?
I believe I saw the Cars with a friend of mine.
Okay.
That's pretty legit.
Who had a car, so it was like he could buy the tickets. He was like a grade or two older than me. You know, he bought tickets and he had a car. I was probably like in the 11th grade or something, and we saw the Cars.
Not bad.
That's a fucking good one.
Anybody involved in a class action lawsuit growing up?
No, but we it wasn't all the rage back then. Like now, it's like, did you work in the shipbuilding industry?
Sure.
Did your priest
Probably all
molest
happening
you?
back
You
then.
know,
Yeah.
Now
like
it's come out, yeah.
Yeah, now it's all coming out. When I was sitting home, we weren't watching commercials for class action lawsuits. We were watching commercials for truck driving schools.
Right.
That's the way people who were losers got paid. You had to learn to drive a truck, you know. But
Grab
I
the
was
CDL.
11, so
Yeah.
I couldn't. So no lawsuits.
Did anyone in your family ever represent themselves in court? That you know
No,
of?
my dad. Well, the only so I did have a little clarity on this, which is my dad lived in the apartment. He wasn't much of an earner. He wasn't very good financially or anything, as I've discussed. But at some point, when I was maybe in the 8th grade or 7th grade, he bought a very small farmhouse, an A-frame house in deep North Hollywood, where it starts getting a little dicey. And he bought it for like $13,000. And like,
Okay.
I was probably a little younger, I don't know, like 1975. But it always bothered me that he could even cobble together $2,000
Sure.
for a down payment. And how did he even buy a house? Because he was financially, he didn't have a credit card. He just kind of lived paycheck to paycheck. He didn't have any
Savings or
any
anything.
savvy or anything that way. And so way later, when I was like 40, I just said, Dad, you saving up the money, going to the bank, filling out the paperwork, getting a loan, you know, it just doesn't jive with like who you
Something's
were.
What's
you
the
know?
real deal?
And he said, yeah, I was driving in my VW bus and somebody, I should say, at a VW bug, and someone rear-ended him. And the guy who was in the car with him was like, I got a friend who's a lawyer. you should call somebody. My dad was like, I don't know why, And he's like, call the guy. He ended up getting like $3,000 from the insurance company or something.
I love it.
Love
a good
That's
settlement.
the down payment for the house, and now it explains
homestead.
where he got a house. Right.
Yeah.
So there was, not an illustrious, long legal career,
Sure.
but he got
There was
rear-ended
some.
at some point.
I like how that's changed the trajectory of your
Yeah.
family. Is your dad,
God for
your
that-
dad getting rear-ended,
that person
and
that-
the guy knew a lawyer. Yeah, that's great. That's
It's
fantastic.
like striking oil.
Yeah. Huh. How old were you when you got your passport?
35 or something.
Okay.
I mean, I remember I never got a passport, but maybe season 3 of the Man Show. I got to figure out how old I was, but yeah, I was 35, 36. It was like season 3 of the Man Show, and we were doing our end wraparound best of whatevers, and it was announced that we're going to Jamaica to shoot these things.
Fuck, I am.
And I was like, all right. And then somebody said, you need a passport. And I didn't have a passport. So I went and got one so we could go to Jamaica. I think mid-30s.
Okay.
That's fucking wild. Have you been to a circus in the last 365 days?
No.
Have you had funnel cake,
No.
a corn dog, or fried Oreos in the last 365?
No, but now I want a
Oh.
corn dog. And I want to eat it at the circus.
When was the last time you had lobster?
Man, it's been a year, I would say. I try to order it when other people are paying. If we're going out, I don't do
That's
it when
a
I'm
true
paying.
dirtbag, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll take the 4-pounder to
Yeah.
go. Well, did you guys celebrate Christmas growing up?
Did we what?
Celebrate
Christmas? In a kind of haphazard kind of way. We'd go to my grandmother's house on New Year's, Christmas Eve, I should say. She had a rubber tree and a potted plant, and she would decorate this rubber tree because buying a Christmas tree seemed, pretty ostentatious. My
No
mom,
Christmas tree.
no,
rubber
I
one,
mean,
yeah.
not for my mom cut off a branch from a pine tree and leaned
It sounds like it
against
happened in the Depression.
the wall, and we
It sounds like it's in black
that
and
was
white.
bad. I mean, I think my dad, you could go to the parking lot of Lucky's and get like a 3-footer for like $8 or something, maybe
Okay.
once, but not a
It
traditional.
wasn't a big thing to get the tree decorated.
No, and we didn't get. So I was smart in that, or savvy or something. I never had any money. My family didn't have money, they didn't give it away or anything. But I still wanted stuff. I like mechanical stuff. I like stuff, BMX bike parts and stuff like
Sure.
that. I was always mechanical. So at a certain point, I just said to everyone in the family, I'm just going to collect around Christmas time. And, I'd get $10 from my grandparents. I'd get $20 from my dad. I'd get $10 from my stepdad. I just collect. I just make the rounds, collect it.
Sure.
Put together $60-$70, and then I'd celebrate by buying forks for a BMX bike or something like that. But
Damn.
that's how I would do it.
Crowdfunding fucking
Yeah.
bike parts.
That's fucking.
That's
I
how I
love
would
it.
do it. Yeah.
That is fucking hardcore.
Are you currently in a beef with a neighbor?
Not since I moved to a kind of normal neighborhood, but when I used to live in Hollywood, in the Hollywood Hills, there was many beefs with many neighbors.
I
'cause
can
they're
imagine you
horrible people.
ruffling some feathers out there.
I always sort of go about my business, but there's a lot of crazy people
Sure.
in LA, and I live next to a lot of them.
Yeah, we dealt with that. We stayed in an Airbnb in the Hollywood Hills, and we got in trouble.
We got kicked out in
yeah,
Really?
Neighbors were
36
fucking
hours,
dicks.
something like that.
Yeah, they're dicks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I moved to La Crescenta or La Cañada, and people are normal there.
Mhm.
They're
Mhm.
nice.
Okay. Is your voice mailbox full?
Probably,
Currently?
maybe.
Really?
I don't know. I never check it.
How many unread emails do you have?
8,000?
Whoa.
I don't know. 16,000? I don't know.
Could be a
Could
million.
more.
I
How
don't
many
know.
do they let you have?
How many do they let you have? Yeah.
Whatever that number is, that's what
Okay.
I got.
What are your thoughts on Hawaiian pizza?
I like it.
You do?
I think I get a lot of shit.
Okay.
I get it. I'm not defending it.
But it's good.
I'm just saying I like it.
Sure.
You know
You
what
like
I
what
mean?
you like.
People judge. Well, first off, it's generally, I like thin crust, but it's generally thin crust with Canadian bacon, and then there's pineapple. So basically, you're just saying you don't like pineapple or you don't like it on your pizza, but I like it. But I think the best is get the Hawaiian style and then get like a Meat Lovers or something, and then go one slice, then switch over to the Meat Lovers, and just get the olives or the mushrooms. Just break it up so it's all not the same bite. A little savory and sweet.
All right.
Will you do bite for bite? Like bite one and then bite the other, or eat one whole slice then the other whole slice?
I'll take them both and I'll roll them both up. I'll shove one up my ass and I'll eat the other. No, I'm not a maniac. I don't want people to think I'm insane. Eating disorder.
Are you a bite and sip guy? Do you take a bite of something and take a sip? Or do you eat it and then drink after?
I would say I'm a bite and sip guy, but I'm not wed to that cadence. You know? Like sometimes I'll feel bold and take 2 sips in a row, and maybe only 1 bite, and then another time I'll throw a curveball and freak out everyone at the table by taking 2 bites and then 1 sip.
Okay.
Unless someone notices, and then they're like, "Hey, bite sip, brother. You just did 2 sips. What's up?"
Ever been to Colonial Williamsburg?
No.
Ever owned a paintball gun?
Not owned one. I've played it before.
Ever been to a Civil War reenactment?
No.
Interesting.
Ever written your name in wet cement?
No, I'm trying. Yeah, I poured a slab in my garage. I built a big garage, and I poured a slab, and I put my kids' initials
There you go.
in there. But that's about
it.
That's oh, and I think I gave him a handprint. I think I told him to do the handprint.
We got our pool done. We did that.
Right.
That's classy.
Mm-hmm.
Play horseshoes?
No, I have, but not a big thing.
Can you play chess?
No, not at all. Nothing close. I can't play piano or chess or languages or any of the stuff that people,
the classy
smart
people do.
Yeah.
At any point were you really into hacky sack?
No.
Okay.
Do you own a metal detector?
No.
Ever been magnet fishing?
No, but I'm intrigued.
Oh, I love those videos.
Magnet fishing?
Yeah. Did you ever, it's great.
I've never.
You always wanted to pull up a bot, like a gun or something.
They pull up guns and shit, man. It's fucking dangerous.
Oh, I thought they're feeding fish, iron bait or something, and then go. I was like, magnet fishing. Oh, you're talking about fishing like fishing for compliments, not an actual rod and reel. I mean, a rod and a reel, but getting shit off the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Salvaging.
A lot of mercury in those fish out there.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Magnet fishing.
Fucking pulling them up.
Do you sneak snacks into the movie theater?
No. I have.
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
you're
sure.
stealing turkey legs.
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, for sure.
But now, if you took the kids to the movies, you'd buy the snacks there?
Yeah,
Okay. You don't have a chain link fence around your house, do you?
I do.
Chain link?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's black. I try to get a few points for having a colored chain link fence.
It's a little
green,
nicer.
they'll do black. It's but the house is nice. It's just the property's big and it runs along a common trail or something. And it just
Okay.
Okay.
All
That
right.
makes more sense.
I'd go
All right.
dog-eared redwood if I had a chance to do it all over again.
Okay. Very nice.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds fancy.
It's a nice fence.
That's a 1x 6-footer cedar
privacy
whatever.
fence.
Yeah, just dog-eared at the top.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually
right.
a German Shepherd on the other side of it, fucking ready to rip you apart.
Do you have any pets now?
Yeah,
What do you got?
I have a bald eagle.
What's his name?
He's with me. Sam, where is he? Oh shit, he got out. God damn it.
Dude, I thought you were serious for a second. This guy's nuts.
He is a goddamn patriot. I don't know.
I was in Alaska with my son a year ago, and there were bald eagles constantly. He's like circling overhead, and I said to my son, if you get shit on by a bald eagle, you'll be the next president of the United States. And I wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
Look it up. I have a 110-pound black lab named Phil. Just a big lab.
Love that.
All right,
It's
not
a good
bad.
dog.
What kind of car you got? What are you whipping around in?
I would assume a couple.
Well, I have a lot of vintage race cars.
Nice.
And I do a fair bit of vintage racing. So
Okay.
have Paul Newman race cars, like
Whoa.
ex Paul
Damn.
Newman race
I love
cars.
his iced tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just drive around like a Lincoln Navigator, just nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Classy,
that's
understated,
classy.
but nice,
Fine.
comfortable.
That's what we like to hear.
Comfortable. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
Ever been to a wedding that served breakfast food?
Well, I went to Jimmy's wedding, and he had a really good buffet for breakfast the next
The next morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had bacon in the Bloody Marys.
Ooh,
that's
Yeah.
pretty
that's a
classy.
good touch.
Very
Shout out
nice.
to Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your go-to drink if you're having a beverage, or if you're out to dinner?
I can, I went out last night. I was sitting with the guy who wrote the book with Mike Lynch last night, and I was all fixing to get myself a martini, and then he ordered an old fashioned, and I was like, that looks good.
Okay.
So,
You'll play the field a little.
yeah. So I don't know if that makes me an alcoholic, but I'm sort of like,
Sure.
I'm a serial killer who will just prey on anyone.
Yeah.
It's
no
not,
real MO.
not like, oh, I limit myself to teenage prostitutes. Like, why shrink your pool?
I get it.
So I could have like a glass of Pinot. I could have a IPA. I could have a martini, or I'm like, oh, it looks good.
Do you have a wine cellar at the house, or like an area where you keep wine?
No, I mean, other than my belly. I had a wine cellar in the house I'm in, but there was no bathroom on the first floor or the ground floor, so I blew it out and built a bathroom
Okay.
in it. So I don't know what that says. I mean, I feel like it's more practical.
Sure.
to have a working bathroom.
Well, you can keep a bottle of wine anywhere, but
Keep it in the
you
bathroom
can't
if you want
exactly
to.
shit in the entry hall. You know what I mean? You have to think of it that way.
I assume you have a garage at the house,
Yes.
right? Is there a refrigerator in that garage?
Yes.
What do you keep in there?
It's not really for me. It's a kind of overflow for the house.
For the main
Okay.
It's not like, oh, I got the venison next to the Lucky Lager.
Sure.
It's not one of those. I
Okay.
have a shop that has cars and booze and good stuff in the fridge, and it's that's a little more of the fridge you're talking about.
On a separate property?
Yes.
Damn, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
A couple of bucks on this guy.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
He's a goddamn legend. Respect him.
Yikes.
Of course he's got
Respect the
another
legend.
garage on another property.
Okay, let's talk about Dave.
Dave?
Yeah, not the bozo who lives next door to you.
No.
Talking about when you're in a pinch,
Mm-hmm.
who do you go out to?
Dave's got your back,
Dave's
dog.
got your back. Gang, listen, we've all had financial problems.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Currently in one right now.
I'm tanking over here.
But we could all use a little help. Say the check's not coming till Friday, but you got the hot date. You're going out with the boys. You don't want to look like an idiot.
You got a wedding or
I
something?
can't go. I don't have any money. Well, now you do. You can reach out to Dave. He'll straighten you out for a couple of days.
Dave will break you off, dude. Sweet.
There you
baby.
go.
Dave is a banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. That's more money to fill your bank. You can buy that wedding gift. You can catch up on bills. You can go out boozing. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You can finally tackle those expenses that have been stressing you out without any hangups. There's no interest and no credit check needed. That's Dave, baby.
That's Dave.
That's Dave. Don't ask no questions.
Dave's all right.
There's millions of people have already downloaded the Dave app and get financial relief when they need extra cash. So if you're in a pinch and need some extra help, download Dave and think of it as a helping hand from future you.
There you go.
This is it, baby. Download the Dave app from the App Store right now. That's DAVE. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking provided by Evolve. Member FDIC. Future you will thank you. Dave.
Do it. Okay, let's talk about movement.
Movement, baby.
Let's talk about a couple of guys in a Southern California apartment that decided to turn the watch business upside down.
Two college dropouts at that. Shout out to the dropouts
Shout
out there
out to
changing the
boys
world.
doing it. And gang, sunglasses, blue blocker glasses, everything you need, this company has it all. And they have it at a fraction of the price. You can wear a cool watch that looks like a $400 or $500 watch for a fraction of the cost. What are we doing?
You better believe it. That's how they grew into one of the fastest growing watch brands, shipping to over 160 countries across the globe. I didn't even know there was 160
Yeah,
countries.
no shit. That was
I only been to
four.
about 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers. Now the big man has said movement has expanded into blue light glasses that protect your eyes from your screens. They have minimalistic jewelry and styles essential that won't break the bank, all designed out of their California headquarters, baby.
There you go.
Shout out to the
Shout out
good
to
old Cali. The blue light glasses, they send them to me. My lady uses them when she's working the 9 to 5 on a computer all day. Hurts the eyes. You make you sleep better. Eye strain, a whole 9 yards. They got your back.
Got your back.
So if you want to elevate your look with your style that doesn't break the bank, then join Movement MVMT and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/garbage. One more time, get a pen, get a pencil, pull out your phone, upload a browser, do it, mvmt.com/garbage. Now back to the show.
That's what I fucking like to hear. Let me ask you this. So you went to Jimmy's wedding. Can I ask you what you put in the envelope? Or how do you guys work that out?
Jesus Christ. I do not recall. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm not that cheap, but I'm also not very thoughtful. So it kind of it balances out,
Sure.
you know.
All right.
Like I would have got you something really nice for your birthday had I remembered.
Okay.
So I'm kind of back to even.
Okay.
Jimmy, and then Jimmy I've always been pretty generous with because he's done so much for me to, you know, really kind of launch my career, and so you could certainly justify giving that guy something
Right.
pretty nice. That being said, I have no fucking idea. I
Okay.
can't remember if they registered somewhere. Jimmy's probably like give to this charity or something. He's one of those assholes.
When was the last time you had a massage?
Not that long ago, but it was a Thai massage. I don't know if that makes it any better. It wasn't that relaxing. It's more someone's walking on you.
Someone's beating the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Will you get a manicure and a pedicure?
I have never considered it until recently, and I have had one, but I probably made it to my 55th birthday before participating in that.
Okay.
Have you ever been on a tour of a brewery or a factory, like the Pepsi factory in Atlanta?
The Pepsi factory's in Atlanta?
I believe so.
Coca-Cola's in Atlanta.
That's the one.
Yeah, Coca-Cola's in Atlanta. There's a Pepsi one in Philadelphia.
Yeah, way to do your research. Jesus Christ.
That's it. You're fired. I'm sorry about that, Mr.
I have
Carolla.
been I've been on a tour of the Coors Brewery.
That's pretty
in
sweet.
Golden. I mean, to give it some context, I guess. I didn't go to Golden, Colorado to tour the factory. I was doing a show. You know, you do shows all over the place. You got your Saturday free. You know, you roll in, do your 2 shows on Friday. You got all Saturday around. There's some guy who works there. He's your friend.
Hey,
He's
I
a
can
fan
link
of
you
the
up.
pod. I can hook you up. You know, next thing you know, you're going down there at noon. It's cool. Had a good time. Had a young blonde gal who was giving us a private tour, and I said to her, so what's the deal with the Smoking the Bandit? Like, why couldn't they have Coors and Texarkana? And she's like, what? I'm like, Smoking the Bandit. She's like, I don't know what that movie is.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know what Smoking the Bandit? He had an 18-wheeler full of Coors. That was the entire movie. She's like, I never. So I was angry, obviously.
Immediately ruins the tour for him.
It did.
Yeah.
She didn't know what fucking Smoking the Bandit was. So that was
Probably
ruined.
like 22. Yeah.
You're telling me you never saw Cannonball Run? What the fuck are we doing here?
And then I went to the Coca. I was doing a car race at Road Atlanta and had an afternoon to kill. Trying to think what happened. We were at Road Atlanta. I don't know. Maybe it started raining or something. We went back and then we took the Coca-Cola tour. So
Okay.
I went to the Lowry's seasoning salt plant tour in Eagle Rock, California.
Quit bragging,
I
Adam.
don't think that's a thing. I think you broke into the factory.
I got into that. I was like in the 5th grade. We took a tour. Yeah.
I thought you went recently. You were
No.
like, I had a show, and you know.
No.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
all right.
That's what you were doing in 5th grade? That's fucking wild.
Have you ever left a bad Yelp review?
No.
Okay.
You ever win anything on the radio? Tickets or anything like that?
No, I used to work in radio. I've been there when they've, given away mountain bikes and stuff like that. I don't know why, but it reminds me of something that's funny. Me and Jimmy were at the morning show at K-Rock for a while in Los Angeles, and Jimmy was on the radio talking smack about one of the guys. His name was Booger Man, and he was talking about talking
Booger Man.
smack about Booger Man, and Booger Man heard it, and he came in to the radio station. I guess he had a key card or something, and Jimmy and I were in like the producer's office or whatever, it's just the two of us, and he started to choke Jimmy, like, right? He physically,
Booger.
he was a crazy guy. He was like a homeless guy, and he got onto the radio, but he was nuts, and so he was like physically choking Jimmy in the office, and I was this close to getting up, but I figured I'd just let him settle it, and it got broken up and whatever, and he never got fired, but he didn't get fired for trying to choke a coworker, but Booger Man got fired for giving away a mountain bike to his friend because he'd done the, caller 107's going to get the mountain bike, and he had his friend call in and rigged it and gave him the mountain bike. And when they found out about that, that's when they put their foot down.
Yeah, they were always real sticklers about that.
Right.
No friends or family can fucking participate in the contest.
I never called. I never won anything on a radio station.
All right.
Do you fly first class?
If someone is paying, like back in the day, if you do Letterman or something like that, you get the full first class treatment. Usually, if I'm paying, no, but sometimes, and then other times, there's the price. I just always go like, how much is the coach flight? They go $400. I go like, how much is first class? I go $575. I go, I'm in. All right, I'll do it. But then you get there and you realize it's the same thing. You get some wheat thins and everything else is the same.
Yeah.
But then there are times, I don't know if they still do this domestically, but like first class was like $4,000 and coach was like $389 or something. I would never bite on that.
Yeah,
you would never bump up
and
like that.
Not if I was paying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I respect that.
Do you take your shoes off on a plane?
Yes, usually.
Okay.
Bring food on there?
No, but I will kick my shoes off and then go into the bathroom in my socks.
Whoa.
What's that do for your scoring system?
It's not good. You just broke it, I think.
I broke the scoring system.
You wear a neck pillow?
I do not travel with one, but I have 27 of them. They just somehow forget to bring them every time.
Huh.
Do you and the family get away now? What do you guys do for vacations now? Where would you go?
Well, now we're getting divorced, so it's a permanent vacation.
Okay.
And that should give me a couple points, right? But we would go. We've been to Hawaii a few times.
Okay.
Brought the kids. The kind of the kids thing.
Sure.
How old are the kids now, if you don't mind me
16 twins.
Okay.
So nothing major, but we would probably got out to Hawaii with them like 3 times or something like that.
Gotcha.
Good.
Since are you moving out of the house? Are you guys going to get rid of that house?
We will sell it eventually, but not yet.
Nice. All right.
Do
Interesting.
you wear any cologne?
Not per se. I have cologne. I rarely don it, but sometimes if I don't shower for a few days or something like that, I'll give it a shot before I leave the house.
What's the deodorant that you're using?
I'll use whatever basically, but I like Tom's of Maine and I like the baby powder.
Not bad.
I don't like the stuff that smells, that's like Sport Ultra Red Guard,
Old Spice,
whatever.
Old Spice,
I don't like the
It's
stuff
real alcohol based.
that smells like deodorant.
Gotcha.
Because when you get a whiff of a guy's deodorant, you're still getting
Sure.
So it's basically, if you ever walk into a bathroom that somebody shit up and it smells of pine and shit, it's kind of worse than just shit. It's like what happened in there. And I feel the same way about the deodorant. When you get the deodorant that smells like deodorant, you get a whiff of it. You're just getting a whiff of that dude's pits.
Sure.
And it smells altered.
Right.
So you go with something like the baby, like the,
I'm not like a
women's.
talcum baby powder kind of guy.
Sure.
Or nothing, really.
What about soap? What are you using? You using body wash? Using a bar?
Nah, I'm not a soap guy.
Wait,
I'm not a soap or shampoo dude.
So you just rinse off.
Yeah,
soap,
basically.
shampoo.
No, you're
usually.
fucking with us.
No, that's my thing. I don't do it.
Not. You don't use any soap in the shower.
Rarely.
That's insane. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Hot water. It's not good for you. I'm telling you.
Probably not. Yeah.
Go
I mean,
look at the studies.
yeah.
That's why everyone's allergic to everything.
Holy shit.
I don't have.
Probably got a point.
I'm the only person I know that has no acid reflux, no allergies, never taken my Mylanta, never taken a Tums, never had heartburn, has no foodborne allergies, can eat. I did that show Hot Ones. I got up to the Scoville scale of like 35 million.
Uh-huh.
I left the place. People are like, how do you feel? And I'm like, feel exactly as I felt when I
Good
walked
free
in.
lunch.
And they're like, oh, but the next morning on the toilet, man, you're going to pay the price. Like, I couldn't even tell that what I've eaten or done. I can eat any shellfish. I can eat stuff that's rotted. I can eat stuff that if I got cottage
He's like a
cheese
goat,
and it's got
this guy.
green hair on it, I'll just spoon it off, throw it, and I'll eat
You think
that.
this all comes down to not using Irish Spring? That's what you
Yes.
think this is coming
All
from?
roads.
I need to see the science on this.
Well, I will. Look, I got to
No,
say.
I know that it is linked to all that shit, of course.
I want to say, in my defense, I was never a funky smelling guy. I never had
Okay.
that. Some guys have it. Some guys don't. It's just like the flora and the fauna. Some
Gotcha.
guys just have that funk, So there's certain things, and I never had that. I was never like funky BO guy.
Okay.
And so also, we didn't have a lot of money and a lot of stuff. And also, I was just never into personal hygiene or taking care of myself or anything like that.
Okay.
So I'm just like rinse off. If I go in the swimming pool, that counts as a bath
Wow.
to me. I'll just get up, dry off, get up in the morning. I take a freezing cold shower for like 40 seconds, and then I'm good.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
What about brushing your teeth?
What's that?
Do you brush your teeth?
I don't know what that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I brush my teeth. Yeah.
Okay.
Crest, Colgate, what are you
What's
using?
the brand we're talking?
I like Tom's again because I
Okay.
just like
I see where you're going.
and I
Wild.
don't want the one with the flavor strips or the orange line of goo running through it. I don't like the
Yeah,
I don't
the
like
sparkles or something.
I'm not a Sunny D guy. I like orange juice. I
Okay.
don't like the synthesized part of life. I
Okay.
just want plain spearmint white.
Right up the
boom,
middle,
Done.
That's almost kind of classy.
I know.
In like a weird
He's
way.
like, I don't shower, but when I do, it's
Yeah.
good soap. So It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know how to tie a tie?
No. I've never. If I do a tie, now the wardrobe person has to
Does it, yeah.
do the tie, and then they always do it. It's the wardrobe chicks are always like 5'3", and then they go, "I'll do it," but they have to do it on them
themselves, yeah.
and then they do it, and as they're doing, I go, "You're going to make it too short because you're a foot shorter than me." They go, "No, I got it," and then they do it, and then they put it around my collar, and then they cinch it up. And I look like,
Yeah, like a
Laurel
Private
and
Eye in the
Hardy or
40s,
one of
yeah.
the Bowery Boys is going to a funeral. and it's like, it's up there. And I'm like, it's too short. And they go, oh, yeah, I got to make it longer. I got to redo it. And it's like, yeah, that's what I was saying when you're doing it. I had the only job I ever had with a tie was I taught comedy traffic school for a little while in like, 89, 90 or something like that. And that required a tie, and I had a girlfriend, and I had one tie, and she just made this tie.
That's what I did for a
and
long
I just
time.
uncinched it, hooked it on the
Doorknob.
on
or
the
something,
doorknob,
yeah.
and then the next weekend just pull it over, string it up again. But no, I do not know how to make a tie.
What's comedy traffic school?
People get a ticket, and they can go to traffic school back in the day, like an 8-hour class.
Get
And
the points reduced.
you
or
get the
whatever,
points reduced. Even in the beginning, not even pay for your citation. So I would, if I got a ticket, I'd go to traffic school because it was cheaper than the citation, and but get the points off. And then at some point, they're like, it's 8 hours. It's super boring. So what if we did comedy traffic school?
Made it like
or they
zany,
did
yeah.
like pizza traffic school. And so instead of like $18 at Sears traffic school, they charge $23, and I would teach the class, and
It's crazy.
the 8 hours would feel like 6.5.
That's pretty fucking wild.
Do you know your Uber rating?
No, I can't use Uber. I
Okay.
don't know how to use
Okay.
How's a credit score?
it. I don't know what it is. It's not as high as it should be, considering what I've done financially,
Right.
you'd be
Yeah.
kind of surprised. Like
Yeah.
you could go like I bought 10 properties for $25 million, sold, bought, sold, paid millions in taxes, and some fucking school teacher in Arleta has a higher score than me because she pays her credit card all at the front of each month or whatever. It's not. It kind of punishes the righteous if you think about it.
Sure.
But
Ours are very bad as well.
Good.
Yeah,
It's
bad.
good. It's good enough, but I don't know exactly what it is.
I'm 6'15", so don't feel bad.
$6.99.
Huh.
Quit bragging.
Up from $5.20 like a year ago, so I'm doing pretty good.
What's the top? Is it like 8 or
Eight
something?
something.
$8.50, I think.
I could
$8.70.
be low 7s, high 6s
good.
or whatever.
That's respectable. I like it.
You're in the meaty part of the
Yeah.
curve. That's all that matters.
What cards do you use? You have an American Express card?
Got a black one.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's the best
metal
answer
one?
we've got.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So you could technically
Buy a house.
buy...
And stop a bullet. I carry it in my breast pocket.
Carry it's over my heart at all times.
I don't put it in my wallet. No. I don't mind getting shot in the ass.
But if you wanted to, you could walk over to the Mercedes-Benz dealership on the west side and just buy a car and be out the door with that. Boom. there you go.
I don't know. Yes, theoretically. I don't know what the limit is, but yeah, Jimmy got it for me like in like 1999 or something.
That's
back
when they started booming.
back when you could
Really?
get them.
The myth is that Seinfeld got it invented. He said there should be a card where you can just go spend whatever, and then they did it and started giving them out to certain people.
it's not.
Really?
But I've tried it at like 700 airport lounges, and they
They
just
still
go,
can't get in.
"Yeah, you're not Seinfeld."
You're not Jerry.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Get your
I mean,
socks
I
on.
don't know. Someone Google it. I don't know if there is. I don't know
think
what the
I
limit
think
is.
it's limitless to an extent.
Sweet.
I mean, I got all I need here.
What are you sleeping
In or on?
in?
Either go naked or underpants, or
Okay.
sometimes gym shorts.
No socks?
Sometimes I'll start with socks, kick them off, my feet get warm.
Kick
I
them
don't-
off with your feet and leave them in the bed?
No, I have a valet.
He's a nice guy.
He'll be summoned at some point in the night.
You ring the bell. Rodolfo, remove my ankle socks, please. Holy shit.
What else you got?
You ever seen a crash at an air show?
No, I haven't been to a lot of air shows, but if anyone ever pops up online, I'm in.
You're
Any tattoos?
No,
You own a fish tank?
no,
ever use a Floby?
no. But I can't. My style of hair won't
Okay.
gel with one of those.
Do you have a Swiffer?
Yeah,
Do you own any fireworks? Any fireworks at your house right now?
probably a few around.
How do
Yeah.
you feel about seafood salad, like the fake crab meat?
No, not a seafood salad.
Did you ever use the squeegee at a gas station to clean anything else but the windshield?
Oh, that's a very good question. Yeah, I've probably given a couple of like French whore baths,
Sure,
to the hood of the car
yeah,
with those
yeah.
things.
Uh-huh. Clean
Yeah.
under the pits, keep it
No,
moving.
I've washed the car, like, when you have X amount of time, you
I
just
know.
kind of keep going with it. Yeah. To be fair, like spotting seagull shit or something, on the hood or something like that, but not a full wash.
I didn't detail it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 100% garbage.
But I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I fucking absolutely love it.
the best.
The shower thing, that fucking blows my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, you certainly don't smell at all. You look clean.
Well, the day is young. We can go out and eat some Cuban food and cuddle afterward and see how we feel about
I mean,
that.
stealing the turkey leg, it's
Yeah.
all.
It's all checking out. Did
You're
not being able to
100%
read
trash.
till 5th grade. And
look
even
at
then,
what you think you're an
Nuts.
author? It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's been an interesting journey. What can I say?
it's crazy.
Fantastic.
Gang, the brand new book that's out right now by Mr. Adam Carolla is Everything Reminds Me of Something, advice, answers, but no apologies. You can get it at adamcarolla.com. Adam, thank you so much for coming and sit
Appreciate
with
it.
us. Anything
Yeah.
you want the folks out there to know other than what we said?
No, go to amcroll.com. I'll do live shows. There'll be live dates up there, too.
Fantastic, buddy. We really appreciate it. Kippy, what do you got for him?
I'll check out our live shows. We added new dates. Thanks for the support. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. We'll see you next week. Peace. Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? where we sit down with your favorite comedians and find out if they grew up classy or if they grew up trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day here in Astoria, Queens, New York City. My partner, on the other hand, ran for the hills at the first sign of the Rona. He's at an undisclosed location somewhere in southern Pennsylvania. Give it up for my good pal, hippie Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What's up, guys? I changed bunkers again. I feel like fucking Saddam in his last few days, man. I'm not sleeping in the same place twice. Fuck.
Coming at you from a spider hole.
Fuck that. Happy to be here, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe, on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all that. Full video is up on YouTube. We appreciate all the support so far. Thanks, guys.
Very nice. We have a very special guest today. One of my absolute favorites. I know one of Kippy's favorites. He's an absolute get. I'm going to read this rap sheet off to you real quick, Kippy. All right. It's going to take a couple of minutes because the man has got some fucking credits. We'll kick it off with Last Comic Standing, Comedy Central Half Hour, Gotham Comedy Live, been on The Bonfire, has his own special on Comedy Central. He's been on Inside Amy Schumer, Roast Battle, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, okay? The Late Show with James Corden. This week at the Comedy Cellar. Appeared on the Conan O'Brien Show 7 fucking times. He's been on the Tonight Show 3 times. Joe Rogan. He's the co-host of Tuesdays with Stories. He's also been on Horace and Pete, the acclaimed show. And not that he shows it off like these other thoughts on Instagram, but he's got a tight little body on him. Coming at you from the West Village of Manhattan, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark fucking Norman, everybody.
Hey, good to be here. Wow, that was quite a sheet, quite a resume.
Buddy, look at you.
Kid's got a motor on him. Jesus.
Does. Fucking homeowner, too. He's got his own place down in the Ville.
I just want my parents' love. My dad's a cunt. I can't get a hello, a text, a pat on the back. So I don't know. I'm striving for something here.
Is that true? Well, what do your parents do, by the way? I get the vibe. I know you're from New Orleans. They're the learned people, right? Don't they do something?
Intellectual queefs. They're always got their head in a book and not on their son. But no. They're nice people. My dad's real estate douche, and my mom runs a museum. So they're kind of uppity.
Your dad's a real estate guy in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before, but you grew up in the house that they filmed Miller's Crossing, right? The one that Leo the Lion owned.
That's right. I mean, yeah, they lit it on fire, and they had to blow the
They lit your house
window
on
out
fire?
because he jumps out a window off a balcony. And I remember the whole thing. I saw the shoot, the Coen brothers. It was wild. I was a wee lad.
So, Kippy, I don't know if you've seen this place. It's a nice fucking house. You know what I mean? It's a nice house in New Orleans. So he's got learned parents. He's an accomplished man. But the question is he fucking garbage?
Well, if I may chime in,
Of course.
the house was not nice when I lived there, and my dad is the most N-word rich guy on the planet. We had
New
a
money,
Beamer,
baby.
We had a Beamer with ripped seats, no engine. We had a Lexus with blood stains in it. And, a lady died in there. And
Jesus.
the
Where's he
house-
shopping? A police auction? What the fuck?
He was an auction guy. Yeah, he
Real?
was.
Oh, that's no fucking good. If you're an auction guy, that's bad news.
Yikes.
Every piece of furniture had a menstruation stain on it, and a
Bullet holes.
tear in the fabric, and a hornet's nest in the back. It was brutal.
Throwing the dead baby for free.
I
But it was
always
antique.
I always wanted to go to one of those police auctions. They would show it on the TV or whatever. We drive by it on the highway. And my dad was like, "No fucking way are we going to that thing."
I would love to too. You get a cheap gun or a fucking ski mask.
I know.
A
It's
couple
all
of
just,
pit bulls.
yeah, it's just drug dealers stuff. It sounded great to a teenager. That's all you ever wanted.
Of course, remember that Cracker Jack thing you hit people with, the little metal thing,
Oh,
the
blackjack.
mag light.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
They used those in the 20s, the blackjack. The tough guy always pulled that out and whacked you over the head with it.
I know.
Knocked you out clean.
That was always scarier than a gun. Like in the movies, if somebody had that, they really didn't fucking mess around.
That would cause major brain damage.
Oh yeah. Did you guys have every high school had the one kid with the old cop car? Did you guys have that?
Yeah, we had one of those dudes.
Yeah, that was kind of me. I had an old big bodied white Chevy Lumina, so it was very undercover cop car-esque.
Yeah, my friend Doug had an old cop car and still had a couple of the decals on it because he couldn't get them all off. And every time we rolled up to a party, people would run. It was always a great entrance.
Oh man, that's like out of a high school movie, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Did it have a spotlight on it? Because that's real fucking trash. People that had spotlights on
it didn't work, but it was that big metal bulbous thing on the side.
Yeah, that's fucking garbage, man.
Yeah.
That's no good, dude. That is.
And
no
also,
good.
too, so tell us about growing up in New Orleans. Were you in the suburbs or were you in the city proper?
City kid through and through. I grew up in Tremay, right outside of the French Quarter. Like, my neighborhood now has changed because of gentrification, and Katrina kind of gave a big enema to the whole city. But when I was a kid, it was terrifying. I remember me and my friend did a lemonade stand. We must have been 6, 7 years old. Did a lemonade stand. Bunch of kids just trashed it in front of us. They just broke the whole thing down. They threw the lemonade on the ground. They chugged it. They smashed the pitcher. It was
White
terrifying.
kids, black kids? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, oh yeah. It was a black neighborhood. It was a poor black neighborhood. And we were the white family in a mansion.
Jesus.
So that house you're talking about was in the house from Miller's Crossing was in that neighborhood.
Yes, yeah. It's an old historic neighborhood, but we were sitting cucks. It was brutal. We got robbed constantly, and they thought we were rich, but we weren't. So the joke was on them, ultimately.
Yeah, that's an interesting situation. I fucking love that. And didn't you guys have, from Tuesdays with Stories, didn't you guys run like a boarding house or something like that?
Yeah, wow. You know your homework. We made the back half of it. It was so big. We literally had a back wing. And we made that a bed and breakfast because we needed more income. Just fixing up the house was way more than my parents could afford. So they said, fuck it, let's just use the space we got.
Jesus.
And there you go.
This is like the beginning of a bad novel. What the fuck? That's wild.
Oh, it was a bad novel, all right.
Like Huckleberry Finn. Would you say
Yeah,
would you say you had a good childhood growing up?
Yeah. It was okay. I mean, it was terrifying, and I have crazy anxiety. Like, our alarm would go off at 4 a.m, and you just knew a guy was downstairs. It was just
Jesus.
It was just that weird, and I can't relax. And I remember the first week I moved in, this kid knocks on the door. He was about the same age as me, so I'm like, "Hey, a new friend. Here we go."
How old
and
are
he goes,
you?
"Do you have a Nintendo?" And I go, "You're damn right I do."
Get on in here. Yeah, get your ass in here. Tyrone,
Yeah,
let's
or
fucking play some
1990.
Duck Hunt, baby.
Right.
Kool-Aid Jammers
So I
in
go,
the
"Yeah."
fridge.
And he goes, "What games you got?" And I had some top of the line, Excite Bike and Contra and some big ones.
The goods,
And he
baby.
goes, "Oh, well, we should trade." He had Tetris. He had fucking like Zelda, a bunch of boring shit, and I never saw him again.
He was 38 years old.
Yeah.
It's a grown man showing up on your porch.
Yeah, exactly. I bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Never saw the kid again. He got all the good games.
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Well, New Orleans is a bit of I was there not too long ago, maybe like 2 years ago for a bachelor party. That is for the first time. That is a dicey fucking city, man. That's like, you got to keep your head on a swivel even still. I was just like, I feel like there's just like vagrants and weird people, like all real fucking trashy people walking around that place.
It's terrifying, and that was 90s, that was late 80s, early 90s. So it was weird. There was no cameras, no cell phones. So like, it was the Wild West. It was a scary place. I came to New York, and everybody's like, "Watch out, it's the big city." This was nothing compared to the Big East.
yeah. I felt that same way from Philly, and it's like Philly's a tougher. New York's like all pussified now. I feel safe walking in any neighborhood in Manhattan. Some of Brooklyn are still dicey, obviously, but
Right.
most of Philly's like block by block. It's like you can make a wrong turn in Center City and be like, "Where the fuck am I?"
100%, yeah. And at least New York, there's always a guy walking around, or there's a lady and a family walking around. In Philly or New Orleans, like,
It's
you go
like
down the wrong
tumbleweeds,
street, it's
yeah.
just black. It's dark.
Double, yeah, for sure.
Did you get into a lot of fights as a kid? Like, did you have to fight a lot down there?
I got beat up a lot.
What a way to put that. What a way to answer that.
There you go.
Even if you win, then the friends would jump you. Like, it was not a real win-win situation.
Jesus.
Damn, you're like Kevin Bacon in Footloose or something like that. That was you had a squad though, right? You had like a crew of friends.
No, my friends lived in the burbs, and they would come in. Like, this is how big my house was. First of all, my brother is like a computer genius because he never left his bedroom because he was too scared. So he just learned how to do like DOS and all that shit. And my friends would come over, and my house was so big, we would skateboard in the parlor of the house, like in the front room. We built a little skate park in there. We made a ramp in the backyard. It was just so scary going out there that like we did everything in the house.
Dude, who is your fucking dad? This is fucking...
That's an insane decision to put your family through.
And where are they from? Where are your parents from that they decided to move in to this house in Treme in New Orleans?
Well,
I think from the area?
My dad's from this little town called Marksville. It's like a little just dirt road town in Louisiana in the backwoods. And he grew up dirt poor, and he had a weird, bad childhood. I don't want to get into it. So I think he was like, I'm making something myself. I'm moving to New Orleans. I'm buying this mansion. Everybody's going to love me. I'm going to be a hero. And he loves old shit. He's part of the Preservation Society. So he's like, I'm going to be the dude who fixes this fucking historic
he's the guy.
New Orleans mansion.
Yeah. Jesus.
Dude, that's a fucking treatment, right? That's like Goonies or something like that.
Dude, I've been trying to sell this thing for 10 years, but everybody's such a queef. They won't buy it.
Oh, that's fucking insane, man. That
should have been gay.
Yeah, there you go.
I know.
Do you think you're garbage? That's what I want to know. Do you think, I mean, by the looks of it, you're very well put together. You got good style. You know what I mean? You're doing all right for yourself.
Doing good.
I definitely, there's some stories floating around the fucking, the New York comedy scene that like don't pay, not like in a bad way, but like that you've like taken chicken wings off people's plates like recently. Acted like there's one story that says that's apparently you acted like a waiter and were eating chicken wings and then went up on stage.
Yes, that's right. Well, first of all, we had no food in my house because my parents were so busy working. So I see free food, I have to eat it. Like I've gone into hotels. There's a DoubleTree in Midtown. You get the free cookie. I'll just go in and pretend like I'm staying there, and I'll get the cookie.
He's got the big Subway map going. He's like,
yeah, exactly. I got a plaid shirt on, a Subway map.
You're like George in that one Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, yeah. I'm Tyson Chicken.
I'll give you that. There's two kinds of people. There's people that will eat off other people's plates, and people that won't. And I worked as a waiter for so long. I'd be so fucking hungry that I use the rule that if it was like an older person or a good looking girl, I would always eat whatever they didn't finish to a degree. Like if they left a couple of scallops on the plate, I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to finish their hamburger that they bit into.
Have some of their soup.
Yeah. But if it's a hot chick, I look at it, it's like if I'll eat this girl's butt, I can eat fucking one of her fucking chicken wings or French fries.
Exactly. And the individuals, like a chicken nugget, a chicken wing, a piece of shrimp, all that is game.
Something that hasn't been touched or manhandled for sure.
I mean, you're still rolling the dice now, obviously, with the corona. We realize that shit's fucking everywhere.
You're fine. I mean, think about how humans evolved. We had to eat shit off the floor. We had to eat berries and poison and rats. Fuck it. We're fine. We're built for this shit.
I fucking love it. All right, let's get into some questions here, Kippy. You want to start it off? You want me to hit them?
You can start off, buddy.
All right. Couple of things here we'll just go over. Mark, we're going to ask you a series of questions to determine whether where you line up on the trash meter or not. The first thing I wanted to know is, growing up, anywhere in your house, was there a Garfield, a hamburger, or a football phone?
I've always wanted one. I always wanted that hamburger phone.
Because you were starving.
Yeah.
Like a poor kid. Poor bastard.
Yeah, let me get a 2 chicken nugget telephone pagers over here.
Right. I always wanted one, but my parents, they wouldn't, that was too fun. Like they're cheap. They're frugal. They're going to buy a goddamn, like something like a pan or a frying pan or something they could use. They would never buy that. I guess I could have bought it with my own money, but I didn't have any money. So that was too fun for the house.
Okay.
So there was no subscription to Sports Illustrated in the house?
No.
There's no frivolous spending.
See, that's good, though, because that would be, if you would have had that stuff, you would be garbage.
Okay, but I'm not garbage because they were cheap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for that question, yeah, I think you might be garbage though.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Did you guys ever own a chia pet?
We didn't have a chia pet, but we had a big mouth bass.
No, that was my next fucking question.
No way,
dude. Yeah, Jesus, a big mouth Billy Bass.
That's fucking trash. Where was it?
It was just in a pile. It wasn't even on the wall. It didn't even make it on the wall. It was in a pile like of shit. You know, like you have a junk drawer or something. It was in a drawer like that.
Jeez.
It's too good. Have you ever had your palm read, or is any member of your family a psychic?
Ooh, no. See, I'm in a weird corner here because my parents are intellectual, pretentious cunts, but like they wouldn't believe all that. They're like, we're not going to church. That's going to require using the car. That's gasoline. We don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
So they're smart, but they're still gross.
That's fucking
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
No palm reader. That would be too silly. That's too dumb. And, it's like saying there's a ghost in the house.
Yeah. Growing up, did you have a Discman?
Yes.
And then did that Discman have anti-skip protection?
Yes.
Oh, that's clean living, buddy. An anti-skip protection in the 90s was clean fucking living.
You are a fucking rich kid. Holy shit. I had a broken CD player with the top was gone.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
wow.
It would just spin.
Wow.
What about growing up? Did you have a removable shower head? Could you take it off the wall and like do the back and stuff like that? Had a little hose on it.
No. We moved eventually because we got robbed so much, and the new house had it, but it just came with the house. But this one did not.
Okay.
Remember, this is old plumbing here. This is old shit we're dealing with. This is like 18 whatever plumbing.
All right. Have you or any family member taken a couch or other piece of furniture from someone else's trash?
Yes. My couch was a trash couch.
Jeez, the couch.
The one in your apartment right now?
No. My bedroom, it was a mansion, so my bedroom was huge. It had a couch in it, and it was a trash couch.
That's tough. But as a kid, that's like, as a kid, you always look for that shit. Like, I could fucking, dude, I skated too, so I was always like, I can make a ramp out of that, or a box, or something. You know what I mean? We was constantly taking shit to try to make something.
Totally.
When I lived in New York the first time, before I did comedy, I lived in Sunnyside, and I did that. I took a chair off the street, and then like 2 months later, people were complaining about bed bugs. And then I noticed bed bugs in my apartment. And like I started fucking going after the landlord, like, I'm not paying rent and blah, blah, blah. One day I looked underneath this chair when I was cleaning my whole apartment trying to get rid of the bed bugs, and there's just a huge fucking bed bug nest under that chair. I was the one that brought him and got the whole building zapped.
Fucking patient zero over there. Jesus Christ.
Did you come clean? Did you admit it?
What are you, nuts?
You can't do that. Lie.
Come clean.
Yeah.
I would have been liable for like fucking the entire building. I fucking didn't pay the last month's rent and rolled out of there.
Yeah, blame it on the weird European guy down the hall.
Yeah, said I was going to rehab or something like that. I'm fucking out.
Dude, I had bed bugs in Bushwick. There's nothing worse. I've had AIDS. I've had the flu. I've had everything. Bed bugs is the worst thing. You look like a nom-vet at 3 a.m. You're like,
Yeah, you just don't
Are they
know.
on me?
And that's like that. You telling somebody in New York that you have bed bugs is like saying it's worse than it. Like nobody, dude. I would look at anybody differently if you got bed bugs for sure.
Totally.
You have to throw out every single thing you own. Everything in the apartment has to go in order to somewhat feel safe and secure.
Yeah, I had to move. Nothing worked. I tried an exterminator. I tried a seance. Everything. Nothing worked.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking brutal.
All right, I got one. Now, I know Kevin does this, and I think this is absolute fucking garbage. Mr. Norman, did you and your family open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve?
Oh, we got one. We got one on Christmas Eve.
One's respectable, but you opened the
Okay.
rest of them on Christmas morning, right?
Yeah.
Kevin, what'd you guys do over at the Ryan house?
No, all right. I feel like I have to defend myself.
December 23rd, you're opening presents.
We needed to pawn it to pay rent. No, we do that now because we're older and it's what everybody has their own things going on. But as a kid, I wasn't like a fucking 5-year-old, digging through wrapping paper at midnight.
Oh, I thought you guys did it on Christmas Eve because your mom had to work.
No, later on, yeah, because she worked in a hospital.
All right.
He's a hero, okay, jerk off? Treat her with some fucking respect.
Go ahead, Kippy. What do you got?
As a kid, growing up, did you wear aqua socks or water shoes?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, man, that kid was a fucking mark at the pool. That was,
Where were
Yeah, it
you
was
swimming
bad.
as a kid?
We had big puddles.
puddles.
What?
We had some big ass puddles in the neighborhood, so you throw the aqua sock on and you run around in it.
But what about like
man.
swimming? Where would you go? You guys didn't have a pool at the mansion, did you?
No, we didn't swim. You didn't swim. Hopefully you got to the beach once that year, or your friend had a pool or something. But there was no swimming unless you were at a hotel.
See, I figured if you're on the water, aren't you on the water? Wouldn't you jump into the Gulf or something like that?
That shit is pure poison. I mean, we just had an oil spill in there. The oil cleaned it up. It's gross. There's crocs and gators and shrimp and oysters.
That's like swampland. You're swamp
Oh,
people.
really?
At that
Yeah.
point. Yeah, you don't want
It's
any
marsh.
of that. Yeah,
You're
that'd be
swimming in gumbo.
yeah, it's like going in the fucking East River. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, dude. I called my buddy, ran into my dad at the mall, like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And he texted me, he's like, dude, I'm at the mall and your dad's wearing aqua socks. My dad is such a fucking dork. He wore aqua socks in public to the fucking mall. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, what are we doing here?
My dad wore a full bathrobe, no underwear,
Around the house?
around the house.
Dude, your dad plays by his own fucking rules, and I like it.
No doubt about it. If you were lucky, he was wearing no underwear and a skate shirt. So he'd have a shirt that said like Birdhouse with no underwear.
He'd have a
and
World Industry shirt on.
And a robe, yeah.
Oh my God. And did you ever try to like be like, hey, put some fucking DVDs on? I got people coming over?
No, you just got used to it. You're just like, Dad's crossing his legs. Look towards the sun.
Oh my God, that's
Dude, I fucking
wild.
love his dad, man.
Dude, your dad. Yeah, we got to get your dad on here.
Holy shit. Ever have a lava lamp?
I wanted one bad. Never had one.
Man, I
Never
really
bought it.
wanted one. Yeah,
What about a beanbag chair? You ever own a beanbag chair?
I had that too.
All my friends in the burbs had a beanbag. I never had one. Again, the beanbag was too fun. It was like no one would ever have gone and buy that. It was not a necessity.
All right, I got one that might be more your speed. Have you ever played in a car that didn't run?
Of course.
Oh, that's tough.
The neighborhood trash playing family in the car? I've done that before.
It was like a jungle gym. You go through the sunroof, you go out the window.
Dude, a couple of times you would like rip the back seat down, or you could get into the trunk, and then you're like hiding in the trunk. That was
Right.
That was
there was
great.
always a fucking wasp nest.
Oh, dude,
time.
every trunk had a wasp nest in it for sure. For sure.
Those things were pissed off fucking wasps, too. I don't know why, but they were always way more aggressive than regular bees and shit.
That's true.
All right. As like a teenager, did you ever dye your hair or frost your tips?
Ooh, well, my brother was goth.
Oh,
I don't know what that
a
means.
goth computer programmer. That's a turn.
I mean, he had black shit on the windows. He had a butt cut. It was the 90s. He had the butt cut.
Oh, I had one
And
of those.
one
yeah.
side was dyed white and the other side was black.
Wow.
Ugh.
There was probably some parents or teachers afraid of that kid for sure.
Oh, yeah. Black fingernails. I mean, he's older than me, so it was pre-Columbine, but he was knocking on that door.
Did he chill out with that, or is he still walking around busting that look?
No, he's a dad now. He's
All right.
gay. He's got kids.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Was your parents' bedroom downstairs? Was the master bedroom of the house downstairs?
No, downstairs was too scary. You would get killed if you lived down there. You had to be up high in the treehouse in the perch.
Because I always thought that was garbage when you go to your friend's house, or for some reason, like from like an addition that they put on the house, or just the way the house was laid out, that their parents' bedroom was on the first floor. You're like, what the fuck?
That was weird. Oh, one more thing about the haircut. Let me just say this. I went to public school, and I was one of the few white kids. So my dad used to cut my hair. That's we've asked that before on this. That is a dead trash move right there. I did it too, but yeah. Big trash move, but one day the phone rang, so he walked to get the phone, and I grabbed the clippers, and I wanted to fit in with the kids, so I shaved lines in my side here.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did I get my ass kicked for that.
By your dad or the kids in school?
The kids in school and my dad, every time we'd go somewhere, he'd go, I didn't do that, by the way. I cut his hair. That wasn't me. Brutal.
Dude,
Your dad's selling you out in front of the squad.
That's
All
great.
day long.
Look at his shoes. He's like shitting on him like a black teen.
You gotta get some aqua socks.
Dude, my mom used to cut my hair like as we were kids in the summer, and I wanted to be same thing. I wanted to be cool. I wanted some sort of design. So she put a number 1 in the back of my head. Man, that did not that did not look good or was received well in the cul-de-sac.
No, sir. No, sir. And I remember I walked into school and this black kid goes, "Oh, he tried to be bad."
Oh, dude, that's heart-wrenching.
Dude, it sounds like a
brutal.
rough come up. You didn't play any sports or anything like that in high school, did you?
No. I wanted to get in and out, but I skateboarded. We skateboarded all day, every day, all day on the weekends. Nothing organized. I did karate as a kid, but that didn't last.
Ooh.
How'd that work out for you?
Not good. That wasn't a thing.
Still got his belt.
Doesn't hold up in the street, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I was a white belt.
I'm scared of people that know like jujitsu and stuff like that. But if someone's like, I know karate, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, come on. Go back
That's
to
a
school, will you? All right, I got one that was always, my family didn't do it, but when I remember going over to my buddy's house and seeing it. Did your parents keep the batteries in the refrigerator?
Ooh,
That
they
is a-
did, yes.
Dude, that is a bad move, man. You're trying to get every little ounce you can out of those.
Keeps them
AAA.
going though. We kept ours in the freezer, buddy.
Yeah.
Throw that in the flashlight. You got a couple peaks.
Spend a
I
couple of bucks. Go buy a new set of Duracells. What are we doing?
That's a myth, by the way. I don't think that's real. Give that a goog. That ain't real.
Oh, that doesn't work?
No, that's a myth.
Just an old
Yeah.
wives' tale?
Here's one thing. I don't know if you're going to get to this. I don't want to jump your
No, by all
question here.
means.
Do it, buddy, please.
My mom was obsessed with garage sales. Obsessed. Like on Saturday, our big outing was she would circle them all, the ones near us in the newspaper, and we'd go to every one. It took like 8 hours.
What was she looking for? Anything specific? Or just a
household
deal?
items.
Yeah.
Anything she could use. Anything would help out around the house. Maybe a gift or a fucking piece of jewelry. And then she was a coupon skank. Big coupon whore.
Man, yeah, that's tough. Coupons I get because it's like there's a value to it. There's a monetary, an immediate monetary value to it. But
Moms used to not fuck around with those. My mom would hold the girl to the coals if they said, "Oh, this one's not valid." What are you talking? She would fucking lose it.
Yes. And you got a line 3 feet deep behind you.
I know.
And you're at the Winn-Dixie. Everybody hates you.
Yeah. Wait, was that the name of your grocery store, the Winn-Dixie?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
real Southern. That's
that's
fucking hardcore. Right
That
there.
is some Southern shit right there.
That was the grocery store in Sling Blade, I think.
Yeah, it was right next to the Double Deuce.
That's where John Ritter worked. John Ritter was great in Sling Blade, by the way. I don't know if you guys both saw
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Um,
R.I.P.
Did you ever own a snake or a lizard?
No. Again, too fun. We had a dog. We had a dog named Shadow, and it died by playing in an ants
Drive
ant
by?
pile.
Oh, an ant pile. Jesus.
What,
killed
why?
him.
What do you
He was
mean?
playing in the ant pile. They swarmed him. He died.
Dude, your childhood is insane.
Dude, this is like a Coen Brothers movie. This is fucking... Wait a minute. What, were they fire ants?
I guess, but he was playing in an ant pile. They all swarmed him, and they just bit him all at once, and they bit so many times he died.
Went into shock or something. Yeah, you hear about that.
Did you witness
Yeah.
this?
No, I saw the carcass, and it was bare, baby. It was rough. But, yeah,
Holy shit.
I didn't see the actual death.
I feel bad following up with this, but did you ever own a CB radio? Or a,
I did, yeah.
or a radar detector?
Oh.
It's kind of tough after the dead dog.
All my friends had radar. I had a CB that didn't work.
You know what's really trashy? My stepdad had one of those in his pickup truck too. But what's really trashy is a police scanner. If you got a fucking police scanner,
We had that, man. My grandfather and my dad would sit there and listen to the police scanner to find out what's going on, like they were fucking Batman and Robin. Those things
I love
are
a police
real
scanner.
trashy.
oh man,
I still would listen to a police scanner. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Right now, you guys do the Citizen app?
no. What's that?
Oh, dude, get it on your iPhone. The Citizen app. It tells you all the crime in New York.
I don't know if I want to know that. Is there anything that freaks you out a little bit or no?
It's terrifying. Me and the gal would be sitting on our couch going, hey, 2 blocks away is a rape. How about that?
Holy
Sucks
shit.
for them. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't know if I want that information all the time.
Yeah, it's the new police scanner, basically.
Did your mom have a clothesline where she hung clothes on?
No. She did that right on the back of a chair.
Oh my god. What was she in college? What the fuck was that?
Right next to the mini fridge.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever used the chili cheese machine at a 7-Eleven?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, no. Again, we had bodega. They didn't have that shit. We had like shitty corner store with the Korean guy. Everything was behind glass, bulletproof. You had to spin that little Lazy Susan to get your Snickers bar kind of thing.
Yeah.
There was no cheese machine. There was no icy machine. There was no fun. Nothing self-serve.
Jesus. It's like jailhouse rules.
Yeah. I
Yeah, it was
picture
rough.
I picture you growing up like, all American kids, suburbs, fucking Bart Simpson, skateboarding,
wish.
Slurpee in your hand, Skittles.
It's more like Eminem
Really?
from 8
I
Mile.
wish. What's that?
Yeah.
Said it's more like Eminem from 8 Mile.
Yeah. Brutal.
Okay, I got another. Have you ever worn pants that zip into shorts?
Oh, I had those as a teenager. Yeah, because you skateboard and you get hot.
Oh man, they came out. They thought they were the coolest. They were cool for like an hour and a half, but then they fell off real quick.
Mine were cargo.
Yeah, dude, this is how my stepdad went. They went to Jamaica. He was on the plane wearing khakis, and then the plane before the plane landed. He went to the bathroom and came back in shorts. And my mom was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's kind of badass.
Fucking ready for the beach. Yeah. What are you talking about? This guy's ready to party.
Ripped his sleeves off, ready to go. Hang 10.
Right.
I'm scared to ask this question, but I want to know. It's cool now because I see parents doing it now, and it's very acceptable, and like the whole family will dress alike. But when we were kids, it was always weird. Did your parents, when you went trick or treating, ever dress up for Halloween?
Ooh, no, I wish. That would be cool.
I always thought that was weird when like you'd see like somebody's dad in the 80s and the early 90s wearing like an off-brand Superman costume. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, that's a little weird, I guess, but I don't know. There's something kind of cool about your dad dressing up as Batman and you're Robin.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
My dad
I feel bad for Norman.
Well, I mean, if my dad dressed up, I'd know he gave a shit. That'd be nice.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm joking.
No, I know. Dude, my dad and the other dads would just sit in his Jeep and just like follow us, by like a block, just drinking beers.
Yeah, that's
What?
respectable.
They would just sit in the car and be like, you guys go. And then they were just slamming Sixers and Michelob all night. Like,
That's pretty good.
yeah, I remember as a kid being like, I want to be that dad. I want to be like, just like drinking and driving, hanging out with the boys,
Would they take a vig out of your Reese's cups when you got in the car?
Yeah, they would.
Their beak?
Yeah, take a skim. All right, you got one, Foley?
I got one. Ever have sherbet as a family growing up? Was sherbet an option?
Big sherbet family. And we'd all eat out of the carton with everyone had their own spoon.
What the?
That thing went in 10 seconds.
Did you guys drink out of the milk carton too? Was that a thing?
My dad did. He called it a midnight snack. It was 4 p.m.
Dude, your dad plays it fast and loose, and I fucking like it. That is.
Wait, so you're telling me as dessert, your mom would throw a container of sherbet on the table. You'd each have a spoon and just go at it.
Yeah, Briars too, and also it had that icy shit at the top that you had to scoop that off.
Yeah, there is something kind of like nice and wholesome about a family all sharing one tub of sherbet, though. Like
savages. Yes. What are you talking about?
My family would never do that. Like we're not that close. That's at least shows a level of closeness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. Look at it that way. That's pretty good.
I know, but seeing your dad in a robe with no underwear eating sherbet out of a carton, that's a rough visual.
That is a tough look, man. Yikes. Oh, man.
Shit.
You know what I did a garbage thing this week? I ran out of shampoo. So it's like I had to add water to get some extra legs out of it. It's an easy one, but you forget about it for a couple of days too, because you only think about the shit you need in the shower when you're in the shower,
Right. That's up there with cutting the toothpaste tube.
Oh, I've never done that.
You get a little swirl of the toothbrush in there.
Yeah.
we had a little roller that fit on the end of the toothpaste, and we had to fucking crank every fucking drop out before my mom would go to the store and get another one. And this is when they were metal, when the toothpaste containers were made of metal.
Oh,
so
that's
twisting
right,
those things, you feel like a fucking iron worker when it got to the end of it.
Like a tin knocker.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Tin knocker. That's a good name for a gay.
I like it. All right, I just
think
got a couple more.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think you. I mean, a lot of these, I think you're. The zero fun kind of answered. In the household.
Yeah.
Different colored ketchup ever?
I've
Had
seen
like
the
purple ketchup and green ketchup.
He's not
Yeah.
getting that. What do you mean? The scorpions are killing the dog in the backyard.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like
Again, too
Jumanji
fun.
in that house.
Yeah, that was up there with the hamburger phone and board games.
Was your mom a good cook? Like, did
She
she
thinks
cook?
she is, but she wasn't. She was pretty rough, and it was a bummer. We've lied to her since today.
What was a typical dinner? Like, what was like? Would you guys all sit down and have dinner together most times growing up?
Yeah, it was a lot of whatever's in the fridge. Like, it was like, all right, we got a half a chicken carcass, we got zucchini, and we got pasta sauce. So it was something like that.
Wow. What about milk with dinner? Was that a thing when you were a kid? Did you have milk with dinner, or was that garbage?
No, we had powdered milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad used to use orange juice for the cereal because he didn't want to use the milk.
This is insane.
Dude, I love it, man.
Oh man. All right. Were you a big league chew or a bubble tape kind of guy?
Oh, I wanted to be a big league chew guy, but I was really more of a bubble tape.
I
6
know.
feet for you, not them.
Yeah. I wanted to be a big league. I wanted to have big league chew confidence. I just never really could pull it off. And like whenever you
Same.
opened up the bag, you wanted people to see you. You
Yes,
wanted people to
yes.
be like, "Is that kid chewing tobacco over there?" And you're like packing a big hook in there.
No
was
better feeling.
I was a big league chew guy, and we used to look at bubble tape kids as like the Kennedys. Kids that got bubble tape. That was because you had the little container that you could like put shit in it later on. You always kept
Right.
the container. Big League Chew was fucking garbage. We're eating fucking chewing tobacco. What parent in their right mind would say, "Yeah, here, go for this"?
That's how I felt about Lunchables. I'm in the school cafeteria with a garbage bag and a jar.
I
Mom
could
give me a jar.
I can
Give me a
imagine
jar
what you
for-
got sent with.
She give me a jar for chocolate milk, and I had to bring the jar home. So I'm walking around all day with a fucking glass jar.
Dude, I used to refuse to take a prop. My mom would try to send me with like the insulated lunch bag or the box.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, paper. I'm not bringing this bag every day. Give me a paper bag that I can toss.
Yeah.
What
the
would be the
ultimate
ju-
was? Oh, sorry.
No,
The
please go
ultimate-
ahead.
The ultimate one was, the newspaper. It would come in that little slim bag.
Ooh.
My mom would use that for lunch. I'd have the Daily News on my sourdough.
And plus, they could see in sometime. If it was a clear bag, they could see what you had, like a banana, like a half of an orange slice or whatever. They saw your wacky lunch.
Dude, what the
Right.
fuck, man?
I know. I had the one ads on my sandwich.
There was
Hey,
all
what-
the garage sales for that week.
What would the
Right.
jar be? That's what I wanted to ask you. I didn't mean to cut you off, but what would the jar be? Would that be like a mayonnaise jar?
Yeah, it was a mayonnaise. It was like a ball jar, like a glass jar with the metal top.
Holy shit.
And what would
Yeah.
you put in there? Like soup or stuff?
No, it was always chocolate milk.
Oh, chocolate milk. Jeez.
It's like To Kill a Mockingbird, man. This is fucking hardcore shit.
Also,
Um,
another basic one that, I mean, you grew up like suburban-ish or a big house. Did you have a second fridge in the house, either a garage or basement?
Ooh.
That's
That's
clean living.
That's a good one. And I had a lot of friends with that. But again, no food, so no need for a second fridge.
Yeah, jeez. You're not going to have an empty second fridge. Man. I do love a good second fridge. You open it up. And you sometimes, like, I'm at my brother's place now, but, like, you open it up and there's just, like, it looks like it's MTV Cribs. It's just, like, lined with red Gatorade, purple Gatorade. It's great.
That's a
Yeah,
big
the
thing with
second-
us.
The second fridge is always higher scale of food. It's always like Tostito fucking pizza rolls and all that shit.
Yeah, we talk about the garage fridge all the time. We're big garage fridge kids.
What
Love
was,
it.
Did you have a frozen pizza growing up? Like, what's your even now? Like, what's your go-to frozen pizza?
Back then it was Totino's or whatever the hell that one is. And one time I couldn't get the oven to work, so I heated it on a lamp and I ate it.
Some of these stories could be from prison.
Fucking
Like he's making hooch in the toilet and stuff.
Shawshank Norman over here.
Oh, wait till I tell you about the things I fucked in the house.
That's what happened to the dog.
I got last question on my side. Did Did you or any member of your family at any time own the anti-car theft defense system known as the club?
Oh, we had a club.
Oh, they kind of had to at this point. I get it. They should have put it on the front door.
Yeah, we had a club, and the high-end people had a Viper. Remember the Viper?
Oh,
Yeah.
It would beep at you, go like engaged or whatever.
Yes. That was
Yeah.
hot shit.
That
Those
was,
things, now, did those things work? I feel like they didn't prevent anybody's car from getting taken.
No, I think it was for the sticker. You got this. It was almost like the thing in the front lawn that told you they have
Sloman
some
shield
security.
type thing. Yeah.
Yes.
No one's gonna break in if they see the sticker.
Keep
Right.
it moving.
Yeah, that's it. That's great, man.
Kippy, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it. Let's leave on the club. The club and the Viper, baby.
Buddy, hardcore. Look at you now, though, buddy. You fucking West Village apartment. You're a fucking homeowner. You're fucking one of the biggest comics out there. Fucking killing it.
I appreciate
Humble
it. But
beginnings, my friend.
again, it takes those beginnings to get to this.
Sure.
Absolutely.
This is still fucked. So, they win in the end.
Who's
good
they?
stuff.
Yeah.
Mark, is there anything you want the gang to know that they might not already know coming up down the line? Anything other than Tuesdays with Stories?
Yeah, Tuesdays with Stories, my podcast with Joe List. I think former guest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trash.
Oh, buddy. There was some things that List was like a hard no, and then some things he was just like, back
Yeah.
up to fucking the dumpster and throw him in.
I can tell you some listing. I don't know if he got to. First of all, he has a pool table in his living room. There's no furniture. There's no furniture, just a pool table.
Oh, that's tough. That is
Second,
tough.
The first thing you see when you walk into his house is somebody painted like script on his wall, like, "Hey, if you're gonna have a glass of wine, don't come whining in here without some cheese," or some shit like that.
Oh, that's
It's
fucking
written on his
garbage.
wall.
Some trashy Irish proverb or something.
Yes, exactly.
Anybody that has live, laugh, love somewhere in their house, that's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage. But yeah, listen to my pod. I got a special on YouTube coming out in May 12th. And check my website, marknormancomedy.com, for road dates if we ever get back out of this fucking corona jizz. And praise Allah.
I hear some promising things that it's open. Some clubs are opening up. Somebody was tweeting that like my agent hit me up that the clubs are starting to kind of open the doors a little bit. I don't know.
Good. Thank God.
Yeah, you froze hard on that, Kippy.
Sorry. All right. We'll cut it
All
in
right.
post.
Guys, make sure you check out Are You Garbage anywhere you guys get podcasts. Follow us on YouTube. We put
Rate, review, subscribe, all that good jazz,
Yeah. Mark, thank you so much, buddy. We really appreciate you coming in and sitting down with us.
Thank you. That was fun. Thanks for having me. Toodles.
See you, buddy.
Anytime, brother. Take care.